welcome back. It's Julie here from Craft Till Midnight. I just thought I've got nothing planned. I just thought I'd just jump on and do a quick little video on a couple of little crafts that I've one of a few crafts that I've done in the past, and I thought you might be interested in Pergamano. Is one of them that I did, and I have not had these out for years, absolutely years. But anyway, so I don't know what order these. I don't even know what's in here. Pergamano is it's a beautiful craft. Was back in the 15th century, I think, is when it first sort of come out a little bit, and then later on in the Victorian era it got more popular. I always believed that it was actually the nuns it actually got more popular with the Catholics in Europe, with the nuns and monasteries all doing it and then eventually making communion cards, and then in the Victorian era it become more the cherubs and things like that. But it is a beautiful craft, and so yes, I'm going to show you a couple of pieces or a few pieces that I've done in the past, and just show you what kits I started out with and what I got. So yeah, I've got this this book which had samples of parchment. Now parchment back then is different. I think they used to make it from I've forgotten the plant. It wasn't so transparent that it is now. But they used to substitute the parchment instead of using papyrus. But yeah, you can use vellum, but it has to be. You shouldn't use a thin vellum. It has to have some weight and body to it. So, and depending on what pattern or what you're going to do. So I've got I've got a few patterns here. I've done this one here. A lot of embossing, pin pricking. Yeah, and I've got a lot of tool stippling, and then you're colouring. I think I've done, this is the one I've done. Yeah, so I'll be able to show you this one. But I'll get it out in a minute. And I love it. I did an ode. It was an ode written by, I think I'm going back a long time. Maybe the late 1800s. A grandfather going back a long time, and it was about our last name, and I did that for my dad and my mother, and framed it, and he's still got it, but it's not hanging on the wall anymore, it's all packed away. But so you can do all this beautiful lace work. All you need is a bit of time and patience, and oh, this was it. This is the actual ode. And they've written a cross stick. So whether actually, or a stitch, that's a H. So whether actually my great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother or whatever actually did a cross stitch on this, so I've never seen it, and so I wouldn't know. I can read it to you. So when you read this letter, if you feel inclined, overhaul it properly, you will my name find. Read on and be careful you do not overlook the name it is as plain as though wrote in a book. Have you not found it out, one word you cannot claim? You take the letters as they come, and they will spell my name. And it was written by George, I'm not going to say the last name, on the 5th of the 2nd, 1911. So, can you see our name? It's been my maiden name. So it is W-O-R-T-H-Y, Worthy. So, yeah. Anyway, and I did all that. Yes, I made that, but I can't show it to you because I do not have it. So, yeah, we've got many patterns, many different sorts of patterns in this. I haven't done those. So, yeah, that's one. And I thought I had, oh yeah, so in this paper bag, I had a quick look to see what was in here, because even I don't know, is this is some of the vellum, I guess, that I used, or part, I did buy it, special, what's that, something that I was going to do. Something I was going to do. Alright, so yes, I've got, there's a few pieces. I'm glad I've actually got a few of these. Because, look, honestly, some of the vellum you get is just thin as. It's too thin. And you can't do it, especially if you're doing patterns like this. It would just fall to pieces on you. And it's, it's a bit of work. But it's so rewarding. What's that? That's the actual docket. Look at that. Oh my God. Card Haven, 13th of the 4th, 2006. It's just written craft. And I would say that would have been for the vellum. I've got my own bit of ephemera. So, yeah. So yes, I've still got some vellum there. I know that I have got some in another little folder. And these days you can just, I don't know, pretty much use anything. But I used the proper Pergamano chalks to do a lot of colouring. These are, look at the box, Perma colours. Can you see? It's always done on the back of your work. And I wouldn't even know if these worked anymore. Pergo colour. I must have paid a fortune for them. Well, there you go. Still like new, but then they've been packed away in a dark place, so yes. But you can, as long as you use permanent inks. I used to use chalk as well, and once you blended it in, it never come off. I actually did the ode with the chalk in the background, and the writing I did, I think it was all done in gold. You can use your watercolours. I don't know if I've actually just used those. And then there's another piece. See how it's pretty thick stuff. I've actually got a CD on it. It's just beautiful, beautiful craft. Here's one of my metal stencils that I used. It's got something in it. So you can see that on there. Might keep that out and put it in there, although like I said, I never got prepared. This is just how it comes out from when I last packed it away. I think I've done that fan. And the more perforations in your vellum, the more delicate it's going to be. So yeah, I've got a lot of patterns and things. Like there's a lot there. I like the history of it. I've actually done that butterfly. Yes, I've done that, which I'll be able to show it to you. I did a bride. Oh, I don't like it. It was, I don't know what I did with her face, but it was not very nice. I've done this one as well, and I cannot find it. And oh, I loved it. How it came out, it was beautiful. And I haven't come across everything right, you know, yet. I mean, there's probably more that's going to come out of wherever I've stashed it. There's one. Stylized, yes. And I did glitter this one up, and it was so pretty. So pretty. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in this box. So much. Yes, there we go. I did her. And I've used her as a stencil. You don't always have to have the metal plates. But her face, you'll see it. You'll see her face. It's not real pretty. So yeah, I just threw it in a box and didn't. There's some more. I don't know why I've got that patterned vellum there. I've done pansies, and I can show you again. Anyway, so I'll pack that up. Now, you can use paints. You can use paints as well. Now, these are really old, and I wouldn't have a clue if they were any good anymore. So we've got Pinta. Oh, that's Tinta. Tinta and Pinta Perla, specifically for Pergamano. And even going back then, they weren't cheap. I mean, that was $10.95. I mean, you know, I mean, $10.95. I got more, but I didn't get them all out. But you see, what colour is that? I don't know. Doesn't matter. But they will need one hell of a shake before I can use them again. And that is Pinta Perla Pergamano. I bet you they're not that price anymore. So yeah, there's some, you can use them as well as your these Pergo markers and chalks and pencils and whatnot. So I'll put that there. I'll get rid of those. So some of the tools, and I've been finding them a bit everywhere. But these are some tools that you will use. Oh, well, depends on what you want to do. So these are all these are all their brand. So, oh yes, a pricking tool. See how there's all those little, and they're all different lengths. All different lengths on there. So that one. And of course you need your stylus because you shade and blend on the paper with nothing, with no inks or anything. You're actually doing your shading and blending. These are some other tools there. And different size styluses. There's another pricking tool. Hope I'm in frame. So yeah, there's this one. It's a funny tool. This one here, it's another little stylus. Another little pricking tool. This one's got, this one's got four in it, that one. That's a single pricking tool. You won't be able to see, probably, you know, I'm so out seeing it. And there's more, I've got more, and that's a little bit different. Not as, it's a bit more blunt. Oh, I can't remember what I would use that for. And there's another one, it's a half moon pricking tool. And if you have a look, you can see that it's a half moon. You can see that, like that. So there's many different kinds of tools. Anyway, that's what I found. I found them all over the place. And I've probably grabbed stylus pens there to use for other things. And then in here, I don't know what I've got. Oh, this is a kit if you want to start. And I believe that you still can get this. And what you get is 6 sheets of parchment paper, 6 designs, a felt cushion, and which I've got that somewhere. And 1 embossing tool, 1 mapping pen. And mapping pen is like a calligraphy pen, I think. 1 bottle of drawing ink, 2 safety pins. That's to do one of their projects. 1 instruction, 1 information pamphlet. And inside, I think you can still get this. Oh, there's my felting mat. So what's in here? It's a little oldie. It is, look at that. It's clear. It really needs, you know, I think they might shake up all right. And there's another stylus. That's a mapping pen. It's a little bit smaller than the calligraphy. There's a bit of parchment. And there is my felt mat, which is what you work on. And it's very dense, very dense. Look, there's the 2 safety pins. I didn't use them. I don't know what I was doing here. And I taught myself when I was doing it. Just learning. That's one that I haven't finished. Mucked up on the, see how it just fell apart? Yeah, on the edge. So I might put, oh no, I'll leave that in there. Leave it in there. So yes, you can still get it. You can still get a kit, a starter kit, for young and old, aged 8 to 80 years. All right, so that's that. Now I'll show you some things that I have made. Get it out of this box. Okay. Okay. Right, so here's a pansy. Now I've got to make sure I'm in frame, guys, because yeah. Okay. So I did this just a single pansy, and I've coloured it, and I don't know what I coloured it with, and I put glitter on it. I don't know. I don't think that's coloured on the back. No, it's not. It is not. But yeah, when I found all these, they weren't in bags either. They were just chucked. Just terrible, isn't it? That's not part of it. Okay, here's one of my butterflies. Can you see all that detail and work in all of that? And then you turning it over as well, and then you using your stylus, and you've just got to be so careful. It's not perfect, but I'm not a perfect, you know, I was just learning all this, and I just made a few things. So yeah, butterfly. Oh, there's another pansy. I've got two. There we go. Two of them. And that's what you'd use your ink for, in your stylus to do that. To make some beautiful cards. Beautiful cards. Alright, so here's another one. It's just a pretty simple little card type thing. Tag. God, they're old. That's buckled. And that's made of like a resin. Cherish forever. And then I've done just some little tags inside. And I've just written that on there. And the glitter. I like glitter. I really like it. So I'll put you back. I should have looked after you all better. But anyway, not to worry. And then I come across this card that I was making for my beautiful mother. And I never got to give it to her. She passed away 4 years ago, and it must have been sitting there for another 10. Obviously, I hadn't finished it. Otherwise, I've given it other things. But yeah, I made this for my mum. And it's just all this. And then on the inside, there's nothing. And all feels really funny. It feels hard. It's like you work at the paper like metal. If you keep hammering metal, it becomes harder. Yeah. I love you, Mum. Yep. So there's that one. I probably even told her about it. I don't know. It was so long ago when I did these. But I think it just makes some really beautiful tags. And things that aren't common, you know, I like that. I like, you get sick of saying the same thing, put it that way. I do anyway. I like different things. But I like the same thing too, you know. Oh, do I know what I'm talking about, guys? Now this one, a lot of work went into it. As you can see, it was a full sheet of paper, of vellum. And all this has come out. Can you see? And did I do a centre? No, I haven't done anything inside. And I've just stitched it together. Stitched down there. I think that's a chalk. Yep, and you get a real... They're the proper chalk. Oh, I don't know. It feels waxy. I think you can get crayons too, from memory. But yeah, really, really pretty. Oh, I like it. I love it. I think it's a great craft for somebody that just wants to sit and just make things beautiful and not much running, you know. Once you've got your little kit, you're ready to go. So, I'm doing. It's wonderful. Just going to show, actually, while I'm trying to put this in the bag, I'll give you a look at the bride. Yeah, it's not very nice. I mean, the card's alright. Card's okay. I don't know what I was doing here. But, and then all the little face. But have a look at her face. Alright. See, once you've done it, it's dusted. There's not much you can do about it. So, yeah. Oh, why did I do that? Can you see the little, what that is? Can you see the little flowerets on the actual dress? Don't look at her face. But, yeah, do so much. So, yes, so there's that one, and then this one looks like it's gone all funny, something, gold on it. This one here. It's packing it all back up. So, it's really pretty. Yes, this one, not looking good. Over time, something has definitely happened to that. It's the gold. I bet you it's the gold ink that I've used. Proper stuff, but obviously it tarns. It does look like it has tarn. So yeah, this is another different little pattern. Can you see how that's? It's just, yeah, it's yuck. Now it's just, I don't like it how it's happened. But yeah, the crisscross leaves, the rose. And then we open it up. And cherish each other always, I've done. And it's really pretty. I think these, I might make some of these for some journals and things. They're just so, they're beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I think they are. And then I've coloured it. It almost looks like 3D, doesn't it? I haven't seen them for such a long time. I'm just looking at it. Yeah, so there's that one. But I think instead of using the gold ink, I think I'd be more inclined to use gold embossing powder. I mean, embossing powders have got a lot better. I've got a lot of embossing powders, but they've got old too. But I just think they only make things better, don't they, as time goes by. And then there's this one. If I can open it. It's very pink. Very, very pink, isn't it? So I've done these little flowers, which I think I'm going to do these for journals as well. Can you see? It's all done with the vellum. I could have done more with them, make them more 3D. You know, you learn. You not at the time. These are all one-off, the first timers. So, and then the envelope is just it's all pink. It's all pink, and then it's a little folder thing. It's a little folder thing because it's all buttoned up with ribbon. So it's just a folder. So yeah, so there's that one, and then I've done a bell. Oh, there he is. A nice wedding bell, I guess, with a dove. There's a lot of stabbing in there, a lot of pricking around. And see how you can do your shading. You know, you do your shading and get different effects. So I personally, I just like flat out just the vellum and a bit of glitter. I don't mind the colour in it. I think it depends. I mean, I like... See, that's all just the white vellum. It's just a background, or colouring a background behind it. But I think, I just love the vellum and just put glitter on them and things. I think they're just great. I wonder if there's any of those communion cards around that we could collect for, they'd be antique, the communion cards made out of, well, I don't know, I would imagine they would be antique now. So, there's those. I've shown you everything there. I think I have. Yes, I have. And I'm going to get rid of this, guys. And then, another... I didn't do this for long because I bought an embroidery machine, I think around about 2002 when I was working. I was doing bit of nursing shift work. Then my granddaughter was born, and my own daughter hadn't even grown up. She was only very young. I made a baby blanket, and with her name Layla, L-E-I-L-A, and not very much. I did not do very much. So I was going to show you some things that I've done on that. Because I don't know where... I've got another folder with lace. I actually tried making lace on it, and I did not know at the time. No, I don't have them. I don't have them here. I've got them. These are dyed dyed ones that are, oh, that's not embroidery. But yeah, I did some hand dyeing because I was dyeing laces and I liked it. I like the colours that I would get. So there's just some little ones that I've done. Another little one there. A couple there. They're pretty. And I just dyed it. I did not embroider with all the different coloured embroidery cottons. I did it and then I just hand dyed it. This one here. And this one. I love this colour. You know, I reckon you could go back and try and do it again and it would never be the same. You'd never get it exactly how you had it. There's some more in here. I'd forgotten about all these, really, I did. But anyway, I'm glad I kept it. So what have we got here? We have got some more dyed. It's pretty. Pretty. And that one, oh, sorry. Which way do you go? Which way? It must be like that. And that one. Then here is this one. I mean, this is done on I've done this on my machine. That's that, and then I've dyed it. And like I said, I only just did it like a one-off one time, probably over a couple of days. I had a little play and yeah, and that was it. Don't know what that was supposed to be. Really don't. There's another one of the bows. And another one of, must have, oh, I know what they were. Oh, I made these, and I think I got rid of them. I made some doll shoes. These were for doll shoes, little tiny ones. So you'd stitch all that, you'd put the bottom on, and then you'd embellish it with the ribbon and everything. Can you see how that's, well, it is. When that's stitched and everything, it was a little doll shoe. Yes. I don't think I kept them. I did a few, and I did them with some beautiful burgundy colour. Oh, that's the bottom. That's the bottom of the shoe. There we go. Look at that. I just found it. So, yeah, you'd stitch all that on till it went right round, and that is the bottom straighten of the shoe. Yeah. I don't know how I had the time, but then the machine was, you still had to know how to use the machine and try and sort after your patterns and things like that. Put it all together, dye it, do whatever you wanted to. I'll put that together later. Okay, so put that down here. So next I made some, this is still machine embroidery. Put them all on. It's only just fit. Oh, you can see that I've done a few I'm not going to take them all out, guys. I can, these little flowers, little embroidered flowers. Still got the backing on it. So yeah, there's a few of them in there. Then I've made a couple of parasols. And I've just done that on tulle. And that one. And a Victorian shoe, which I think that's played up. Oh no, maybe that was in it. I don't know. The Victorian shoe with the rose. And some cameos. So I haven't done anything with them. I've just, all that's machine embroidered around the cameo. But yeah, I had intentions to. And I like these. I'll take these out of the bag. I'm just showing you, you know, just to get to know me. I've only just started this YouTube and just showing you some things that I've done in my past. Isn't she beautiful? The crinoline lady on tulle. I would have had a stiffener type thing on that, otherwise it would have got eaten up. And then there's purple, or lavender, more lavender colour. Yeah. So yes, there's those. I've actually been good to them now and giving them a proper, you know, they should be stored properly, I suppose, you know. But yeah, when we're all busy with our children and work and things that happen in life, you try and fit in all these things, and then you throw them in the corner or in a box and never to be seen again until now. Honey, I'm showing you. Okay, so that's those. That was in there. And then I've got, yes, I'm not sure what kind of lace I was trying to make, but when I do get to show you, this lace was, it was really stiff. Oh, I wish I knew where it was. I guess it is similar to this. See how it's really stiff. Anyway, I don't know. So when I was dyeing the different things, I dyed some braid, and I like that. It has a real metallic look, but yeah, all the dyes, and I just blended, like you put it on, you let it run, and then you can do your next colour and then run it into the next. And yeah, you get some really, really good colours. It's a bit of a surprise. This is not I did not embroider this lace. I just dyed it. So I'm just showing you what I've done. this one is not my lace. But yeah, I just went along and pretty much was experimenting and colouring it in. Oh. Pretty colours. I've just wrapped that on there. I must make up some dyes and things. Again, do some things. And then there's this one here. Oh, that is the lace before I dyed it. So you can add a touch of very fairy, whimsical, isn't it? I think. Yep, and then this one, there's another one. It's a darker colour. I prefer the lighter colours, but it's still pretty. It's still very pretty. So I've dyed that. See that? So yeah, so that's a few of my little things that I have done. And then there's decoupage and boxes and there's a lot of stuff, but I haven't kept all of it. Oh, no doubt I'll come across other things. And where was that little tag? Oh, I can't find it. A little taggy here. It's blown off. It was on transparency. I liked working with transparencies. Loved it. You can do so much. Alright. Anyway, so I wanted it to be a quick video, and it's probably not. I'll probably have to get my granddaughter to help me with it and cut it up a little bit. But yeah, crafting, like I said, isn't my. It is. I love doing it. I do love doing it, and I'm into the laces very much so, and I'm into the French and the Marie Antoinettes and the, you know, all of that. But I also love gardening. I love gardening, and I've always been a gardener. But, so I decided that I'd go out and I'd take a few still shots of the pond area and a couple of other things. We built some Balinese doors. I haven't really taken, you can see, I think there's one or two photos there that you'll probably see where I've come out and one of the doors are open and one's closed. And then to the right of all that's just, our swimming pool, and then up in the back corner he's got bonsais, and yeah, so, I mean, because it's a fairly big block. So, yeah, so when I finish up here, I'm going to end this video. And then when we edited it, I'm going to put the photos up of the pond and everything there. Just a few. I'm going to show more. I'll probably do video. We've got huge gardens, but they're looking a bit shabby at the moment. We've had the hottest summer. It doesn't matter if you water a plant; it still looks limp, just from the humidity in the air. It's just everything. Is just so, even we look like that. But anyway, so I'll put a couple of the still shots up at the end of the video if you're interested in having a look. And yeah, till next time, bye for now.